Hi everyone, I'm making green curry from scratch. I'm turning my burner on right now and I'm going to introduce you to some of these ingredients. Using a base of organic coconut oil, I've got a mix of coriander and cumin seed, and I'm going to sprinkle that into the oil, not all of it, but a good part of it because I'm going to be grinding these up. But for my green curry, I use 2 large poblano peppers, 4 medium to large serrano peppers, followed by a nice handful of dry red Thai chilies, Thai lime leaf, probably easily recognized, some lemongrass, and the pieces I'm going to be adding I have pounded out with a meat mallet, and that way they're going to, all the good stuff on the inside can flow out into the sauce as it simmers. I've got 3 large chopped shallots right there, some culantro, racao, which is a long leaf cilantro, regular cilantro, and some of my favorites. We have fresh turmeric root, fresh galangal root, which is the drier, more peppery version of ginger, very common in Thai and Southeast Asian cooking, regular ginger root, and a very nice handful of garlic cloves. So now that my seeds are tempering, getting a little bit of a toast on them, which is what you want for a paste, I want to cool the pan down, so I'm taking all of these shallots, adding those, and we're going to stir those in with our seeds. When you're tempering, you always add a raw ingredient to cool the pan down. And 4 ingredients with the coconut oil. This is already smelling amazing. I like to cook this down a little bit. Top of that, I'm adding my sliced serranos. And as I said, you can use a jalapeno or even more poblano if you want to keep the heat down. We just happen to love an excessive amount of heat. Adding my handful of chilies, let those go in. Green and red curries and yellow curries, very popular in Thai restaurants. All right, to the pan, I'm adding my turmeric, my galangal root, my ginger, getting those serranos in there, and my garlic. Here go our poblanos. And I'm going to let this cook until things soften up a little bit. Here I have coconut milk. Work it back and forth a little bit. And I'm going to lightly deglaze. I don't need a lot of liquid at this point. And that's going to take caramelization off of the bottom and move it around. So at this point you can really smell that you're getting some nice heat in there. And this curry's been tested on several clients. The people who've tried it love it, and it is a repeat order. Okay, it's been about 18 minutes, and things have cooked down and softened up. So, I've already added the coconut milk liquid, and here goes the rest of the liquid and the solids. Because there is no point in a curry like this without nice coconut milk. The heat melts it down. And what I need to do now, I'm going to transfer this to a bowl to cool off slightly. So taking a little bit of this, there we go, one part. Got our lemongrass and our lime leaf is going into the bottom of the pan. And I'm breaking down another piece of the lemongrass stem here. Just cracking it open because I love the flavor. So that just went back, there we are, in the pan. And what I'm going to do, take this off, add that to the pan. I'm going to leave a little bit of what I just sent through here in there so that this has some liquid to cling to. I'm not using regular water because I want the flavors to develop with the best strength possible. So just topping off with a bit of coconut milk and liquids there. Lid back. I love this thing. There it is.
Look at that.
Because I cook it down further and then I send it through again. For the simmering part of this is when I'm adding, leave a little bit of sauce in there, tearing up my cilantro, tearing up my long leaf cilantro, add some of the coconut water from the second part of it, put our lid, and there, right in there, all that cilantro. All right, turn the burner on, function. I'm going to hit 3 and see how that works. Get the rest of this out here. Adding a little bit of Himalayan sea salt. I'm going to say I'm adding probably about a ½ teaspoon at this point. And I also want to add a second can of coconut milk here. As I said, we're making a larger batch. Because for this to simmer, it needs the liquid. And because it is so strong, I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the coconut milk. We've cooked this for probably about 15 minutes. Adding a tablespoon, a little bit over, of red boat fish sauce. Very nice, clean variety. And also about the same tablespoon and a half of gluten-free tamari. A couple teaspoons of coconut sugar. Feel free to use any type of sugar if you'd like to sweeten it up. Rice wine vinegar. Again, we're pungent, sweet, sour, everything we want here. You can see from this color, we have ourselves a green curry. Taking this, strainer into the bowl, fish out my lemongrass. Put that back in, albeit pounded out. And the lime leaves are going to go back in whole. Sort of a two-step process. So now, shaking our strainer, getting a smooth sauce there. And we're going to be left with a lot of the curry solids. Picked a wider strainer so that this would drain. Speed it up a little bit. You can stir right into that strainer. So with the solids I have left over, look at all of that. I'm going to move this out of the way. Put that there. Take a look. See that gorgeous color? It just keeps getting prettier. I love the color of this. So, the liquid. Time to add back the pureed solids. I tasted a bit on the spatula, making the executive decision. Let's add a couple more teaspoons of fish sauce. And same in the wheat-free tamari. Every single flavor of the ingredients has come through. And the last item we're going to be adding, fresh lime juice. All right, this has been simmering for about 5 minutes. And we both tasted it and made the decision a little bit more coconut sugar was in order. At this point, I'm adding the juice of 2 fresh limes. You have complete control over the amount of heat that you put into it and the amount of flavor, salt, sweet, sour, because you're making it from scratch. It's not difficult. It is a project that's going to take probably 90 minutes or so on and off. Give yourself the time to do it, and I encourage you to make a large enough batch that you do have some to put aside and freeze. Fresh curry sauce, add a little garnish of cilantro and scallion to any dish. Serve with your favorite vegetable, double vegetable, cauliflower rice, or some lovely jasmine rice. You've got a beautiful meal. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please subscribe, ring the bell. Thank you so much for your time today.